So actually, I saw. Sometimes I watch, look at Dream Burrow's questions, and somebody asked the question: will the NBA be fine when LeBron James retires? Of course, they'll be fine. You know, when Michael Jordan retired, there was that aura, especially the way he went out 98, 99, the Spurs won, and there was that aura until Shaq and Kobe's situation was so incredible and became a soap opera, and Phil Jackson went there and they started winning. Even when Jordan came back, but I think the last time when he retired with Washington, that kind of ended in terms of like, because people had kind of accepted it as time went on. But it was hard to take the first time he retired because he was so young and his success and the greatness of him. But his shoes thrived on. It's just like when Magic retired, it was tough because of the first time. Then he came back, coached and played. You know, it's tough to watch some guys leave. It's tougher than others. Sometimes I just wish it wasn't where guys fanfare. I remember when Kareem left with the rocking chair and Dr. J. It's tough when you see certain guys that you've seen play, and then it's not for certain other guys. Some guys end up just playing too long. Like Shaq was out there too long. You know, playing with the Celtics, that was just too long. Some guys you just wish. Then you get a guy like Dwayne Wade who left where you were kind of wondering, yeah, maybe he had another year or two. Guy like Ray Allen, you definitely knew he had a year or two. Reggie Miller, you want him in a year or two. But we're talking about the impact, the money, the impact, the legacy. They'll be fine without LeBron. Now, there'll be some of these soft-headed turkeys who be on these networks who probably don't know what to do with themselves, you know. But the league will be fine without him. I mean, it always goes on. You know, you get used to guys not playing. You know, I'll do something. I'm going to do a video about it in football, but I'll tell you how it, you know. Obviously, when somebody wears a number or a style, it'll give you reminiscent. But what they do is what they're doing with Jordan and what they'll eventually do with all others. They basically pucker up and kiss up to the guys who are impactful at the time and they can do no wrong. And they'll mention and name drop them. You know, they'll say stuff. But then you'll start to see that media criticism that'll start to when they don't have to sit there and suck up no more. That's when they'll start to come out with the diss tracks. Oh, you watch. It'll happen to LeBron in about 15, 20 years or something, you know. It'll be one of those times people are going to come on with their own and say stuff like they're doing because there's a lack of respect. How do I know? Because I came along when David Stern's NBA, when Magic and Bird to Jordan, all that came along, and they did not cover anything hardly in the 70s and barely wanted to acknowledge the 60s. And I remember Earl of Pearl Monroe and them and Oscar Ronson was talking about how come y'all don't go back and reflect on the past. They don't. They did that to Dr. J. They downplayed him. And they know good and well they needed Dr. J to